In early 2024, Taiwan's United Daily News published a story that gained global attention. The report suggested that U.S. military forces were establishing bases on the offshore islands of Kinmen and Penghu, located just 3 miles from mainland China. These islands are so close that one can see China's skyscrapers from them. If true, this would represent a significant change in U.S. foreign policy. Such a move would require authorization from the highest levels of the U.S. government. Admiral John Aquilino, the U.S. Indo-Pacific commander, was questioned about this during a U.S. House Armed Services Committee meeting. He responded, "Admiral Aquilino, clip, Congressman. First, let me just say the article is incorrect. There is no permanent stationing of U.S. forces there. That is just inherently inaccurate. The U.S. government strongly denies any permanent deployment of forces in Taiwan, maintaining its long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity regarding the island. This raises an important question. Are these soldiers stationed temporarily, or are they on a rotating schedule? And why does this distinction matter? Here's what we know. In December 2023, 41 U.S. military personnel were reported to be on duty in Taiwan. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, these personnel were primarily tasked with guarding the American Institute in Taiwan, the unofficial U.S. embassy in the country. This mission was kept low profile to avoid escalating tensions. U.S.-Taiwan defense cooperation is solid, but largely conducted discreetly due to the unofficial nature of their relationship. However, by 2024, the number of U.S. military personnel in Taiwan reportedly increased to around 200. So, what are these additional personnel doing in Taiwan? Reports suggest that U.S. forces are providing training to Taiwan's defense personnel, focusing on modern techniques and the use of advanced technologies like small UAVs. These training efforts include strengthening security protocols to protect against infiltration. Taiwan faces various challenges, and the training provided by U.S. experts includes modern defense strategies. The annual National Defense Authorization Act, a key document for U.S. defense policy, outlines the importance of U.S. military training and cooperation with Taiwan. This includes joint exercises, defense exchanges, and assessments of Taiwan's critical infrastructure. U.S. forces could be assisting in evaluating Taiwan's preparedness and providing advice. Historically, U.S. foreign policy has deliberately excluded Taiwan's offshore islands, like Kinmen, from its defense commitments. These islands were considered strategically challenging and sensitive. A permanent deployment of U.S. forces to these islands would be a significant policy change and could provoke a geopolitical response from China. The difference between permanent and rotational forces is more than just a logistical matter. It carries important political implications. Permanent forces typically require long-term infrastructure and signal a strong commitment to that area. In contrast, rotational forces offer flexibility, allowing the U.S. to adapt to changing needs without making a long-term commitment. Interestingly, while this discussion continues in Taiwan, there are reports of China engaging in high-level talks with Cuba regarding potential cooperation in the Caribbean. Despite the denials from both sides, the mere possibility of these developments is enough to heighten global interest. The delicate balance in Taiwan serves both the U.S. and China, but it also carries complexities. Any shift in this balance could have significant consequences. As we move further into 2024, the situation remains dynamic. The distinction between temporary and long-term deployment is not just a detail. It could be crucial for maintaining international stability.